Hey, good morning. Another training session. I want to update you regarding Article 21, right to life and personal liberty, and which says life does not mean a mere animal existence. Freedom from arrest and freedom from being detained, as per A.K. Gopalan judgment and Kadak Singh judgment. And we also talk about procedures established by law. Procedure established by law is taken into consideration, and law should also be just, fair, and reasonable. Now, the arbitrary application for Article 14, Article 15, and 16, which talks about discrimination, reservation policy. Difference is no person can be discriminated. And Article 17, special provision for women and children, which says cannot be arrested after dark. So one of the case study that I want to present is from Electronic City 0100. Considering this as a confidential note, I do not wish to disclose the person's name. Unfortunately, I don't have a NDA signed from his legal guardians and himself. He was detained against his own consent. His rights was infringed as per the constitutional right, which talks about right to education is a fundamental right as per Article 21, and right to privacy as per Justice K.S. Puttaswamy. And I also want to talk about or discuss about few other areas: right to literacy and right to employment. You see, he was detained against his own consent, and he was detained beyond the normal working hours. I mean, after the dark, between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning. And he was part of his private life being exploited. You see, his devices, his laptop, his private life was exposed against his consent. It was well organized act of indulging him in sexual intercourse by a sex worker at Bangalore 68. Now, I have witnessed and performed, based on my analysis, it's clearly evident that they have accessed his account, which has a footprints of his login ID on a projector from Rice Foundation based in Bangalore 49, number 80/2, Hirandali. Now, he had no means of legal aid while he was detained. Neither did he have means of communication with the outside world. While he was detained, his identification, as in his biometric, the facial and the fingerprint analysis was not performed, and his consent was not taken, and he was detained or taken into custody when he was not in his conscious, or he did not have a conscious intent to be part of the process. So the ignorance from the authorities were, I don't know how to put it across, but in the interest of restoring his rights and the interest of securing and not experiencing miscarriage of justice is my intention. So all I'm trying to say is that I would like to file a petition and a private public litigation to state that such incidents does not recur in future, or we do not practice ignorance on such corrupted practice in return for financial favors and acquisitions on other areas. So I have no other means of communication, neither a private or a secure communication channel. The only way that I could report is over the training modules. I request Kritika Agarwal to complete the paperwork on my behalf or with my request. You see, I mean, stationed at a place or detained at a place beyond 3 months and having no legal aid is against his right. So I don't want to explain in detail, considering the fact that you can identify the act of trafficking which is linked to the other areas of his life and being rebuilt, being labeled as a rebuilding of another character which was not documented, nor the same is mentioned in the back end. So neither we have documentation nor any kind of approval nor intimation or an inquiry report. So neither was a charge sheet filed nor there was a court order. So I request you to take it forward and release him at the earliest, as soon as possible. Thank you, and I'll talk to you later once it's done.